Okay, so today we took Canon in D and we arranged it in the key of C, so meaning we took everything down a whole step. So our chords are now going to be like so. Okay, so what we have here is standard C major, and then we have a G. We can either do that fingering or that fingering, because if we're coming from a C, that works fine as well, either one. And then we go to an A minor. Now we go to an E minor here. And remember, it's easy enough to go from an A minor, take the first finger off, move those two up, and there's your E major. Now, we're gonna go to an F. Here we can either do a bar if you're comfortable with it, or we can do a couple different variations of F, which is, again, think of it as going from a C chord. All you have to do, first finger's where it needs to be, 3 and 2 go down one string each, and we play from the D string down, so we don't play the top two strings, because that's our D root. Now this one we have an open high E, right there. If we want to, we can also bar this with the first finger, just those two strings, to get the full F major, okay? And then after that, we go to C again, then we go back to whatever variation of F, and then back to G. So again, we have C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's talk real quick about how we can arpeggiate the chords for Canon. So if we do it with a thumb, we can just play starting on the root on C, 1, 2, 3, 4, to G, 1, 2, 3, 4, however you want to finger it. A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4, or the other variation, C. Back to F. G. Okay, and if you did the other F variation, it would just be or. So that's up to you. Now, that's it with the thumb. Now, if we wanted to do it with our finger assignments, this is the way that's probably preferred if we can do it. Is going to be, again, remember 3, 2, 1, and then thumb on whatever the root is. So, for example, C. Okay, so I slowed that down a little bit to show you, but we're not going to have those gaps in there. I'm just showing you how to practice this, but if we did it all together, it's not going to have any gaps. It's all going to be uniform quarter notes, like so. And then we'll end on C. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the octaves that we're going to play. So the way this is going to go for this song is we're going to have the first finger on the 7th fret of the A string. We're going to skip a string, and now we're going to put the third finger on the 9th fret of the G string. So we have A string 7th fret and G string 9th fret. Now this one in between, the D string, we want to mute that if we can. Now if you're just picking with your fingers like so, no big deal. If you're strumming, however, see, we want to mute that, okay? So, but the pattern is going to be, we're going to walk down a whole step to 5, down a whole step to 3, and down a half step to 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so that's going to follow your chords just in the same time. Now the other thing, I'm not sure that we'll have anybody doing this, but if we do the bass line, just think of it being the root notes of your chords. So again, for example, our chords are C, G, A minor, E minor, F, C, F, G. Now when we're playing bass, we don't care about major or minor because we don't have a third in there. We're only playing the root being the 1. So for this, for example, it would be C, G, A, E, F, C, F, G. Okay, so that's what we have so far. That's primarily our rhythm section for Canon in C. I'm going to go ahead and rearrange, because I play it in D all the time. I'm going to rearrange the melody, and then we'll get that sent out both in music and notes, and also tab, and also a video. But for now, go ahead and work on the rhythm section, and we'll get to it more later. Thank you. Take care. God bless.